It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's going to have to air it out play this week. It's the Commanders and the Giants, just ahead on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
So good to have with us Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500. That's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through.
Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel.
Just a year ago.
Fighting by Coach Jules.
Wes Watkins going to bring it back. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today. He has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. His throw left side, taken in by Johnson. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. Possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
Oh, God.
The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's taken down up past the 35.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's a fine line. Your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
All right, Clark and Weaver, Weaver and Clark. Watch the screen.
Slayton is the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on the punt. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes and
Taking more 4th and 1. God damn it.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll try it now with Bigsby. And he's going to
run.
the Commanders' first.
Second guys, good run.
They take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
All right, guys. Let's go.
It's up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. Finding room across midfield.
There you go, Bigsby. That's why you're the leading rusher, baby. That's how you do it.
He's in. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown number 50.
That's why you're leading rusher, baby.
Of the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Giants offense about ready to get going on theirs.
Take this shit back up and come back in. Goddamn.
They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Charbonnet. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. That's Washington, the man in motion. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever.
Yeah, drop that.
You start overthinking it. You start really making
All right, footsteps.
what you should, and you let it slip away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Commanders' offense. And their running back set to go once more. And And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. And it might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters, too. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Daniels. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And
Bomb.
let it go deep for Johnson.
Out of bounds.
Too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in.
Good job.
Because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Throwing again, Daniels. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Every game you get hurt, man. I'm not going to resign you, man. Every game.
First and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Open man is Johnson. He's got it. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff. Like, they identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's Bigsby. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him.
What kind of block was that, guys?
Back to the 9-yard line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Catch is made. That's Mingo. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd and goal. It's Daniels. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Commanders will extend to a...
Could have got 4th and 3, but that'll be my second one. And
I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this
can't stop me. Take your point.
They wanted to stay out there and go for it, but I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Tracy now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. It started with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man is Robinson. And he won't...
Clark and Weaver. Weaver and Clark. Let's get them, guys.
To get him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Come on, guys. What was that?
Taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. In motion, it's Robinson. Get about 4 here.
I got run over linemen and everything else. Wow. All right.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. They look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. That's Washington, the man in motion. Now Charbonnet. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Slayton is the man in motion. He'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So after one,
All right. We need to sit up. These guys playing now, boy. Goddamn.
NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Charbonnet in the back, and he goes straight ahead. And he is not going to get away. might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Now they'll set up to throw.
He should have been sacked. That's some bullshit. How you get that ball off?
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Patterson's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's second best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. This one on target for Johnson.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Washington. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. They did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Come on, guys. I thought that was picked
Really
off.
nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks
Yeah,
like
we ran you over.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll get that complete to Ross. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
The initial reaction is
like held on to that.
Not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive. The reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fabio Carrique.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so
That's
much
stupid,
easier
Daniels. Come on.
The offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
You didn't get that ball nowhere out there near that guy.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To Robinson, he's got it. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We saw a great example of it here.
And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd and 5. Receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants cut the deficit down to 1.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Johnson now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way up to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Catch made, right side, it's Johnson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now we're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
He will have the Commanders first down by a couple of yards. We'll give them 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. That's over the
Oh, come on, guys. What was that?
Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will open up a 6-point lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. Did a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Now to be caught by the running back, Bigsby. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Good catch, Bigsby.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Daniels now going to look to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. 3rd down coming up. To the air again is Daniels. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here.
No, man, we'll get hurt on purpose, so I can use a timeout.
Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff.
Coleman, I know you ain't going to the back. You guys stay hurt.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping in the air, here's Daniels. They try to set up the screen, but this
how you miss a screen pass?
It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
It's caught Mingo with the grab. And they'll work this close to a
Oh, I forgot I lost a fucking timeout. God damn it, I didn't mean to call that one.
They'll try and run here with Bigsby. And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the 1st down. Daniels trying to get his guys to line up quickly. He'll look to throw. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Bigsby. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the 1st half clock. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
On for the PAT is Aubrey.
No, good job, guys. Way to come back. It's a big game, guys. This is a big game. This whole division, Eagles, the Cowboys, the Giants, they're all good this year. Wow.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to get it one last in the opening half. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin with an always physical one in the NFC East. Heated rival, Dallas and Philadelphia at it again. And it's been all Eagles in the first half as they lead at the intermission. A.J. Brown, a touchdown catch from Jalen Hurts. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the...
And Brown, sorry, wherever we at. Brown, snake.
Anthony Richardson, the Florida man, with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that one, all tied.
Come on, Bears. Got to pull that one off.
We saw a solid first half out of the Tank Bigsby. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This one's been all you can hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right...
I thought I got the ball at halftime. Fuck, I had the ball first.
Second half coming up. Certainly a tightly contested first half.
Yeah, we got to stop him quick, guys.
You'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set to go again. As we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. In motion, it's Robinson. And no chance.
We know about that. Those Jews run that all the time. They don't be fooling that shit no more, guys.
Motion the slot man left. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that isn't complete.
Come on, Weaver and Clark. Clark and Weaver, you ain't did much all game, guys. Let's go.
With the ball, and he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard.
Way to hit him.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. The Giants sending out their punter. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey,
And Newton is study getting hurt too, man.
on 2nd and 2. Here's Bigsby. And they're going to work this down.
Way to duck in the hole.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On 1st down, Daniels. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Bigsby. And his defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Play action. Here's Daniels. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency.
And now the decision has been made. The challenge flag is out. They want a review of the previous play. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball.
Yeah, 2 feet.
The ball not moving around.
They lost a timeout. Good job.
That's what the referee is looking at here.
Wait not to cheat me, guys.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Good job.
They're unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Now they give it to Bigsby, heading right. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
Had ourselves a bit of a one-man wrecking crew out there for a minute, huh, Mike? I mean, dishing out punishment to every defender in his way. I'll tell you, the next guy who comes in one-on-one, he's going to have that run in the back of his mind.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. Blocking, and
Big drive, guys.
Touchdown, Washington. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Off he goes. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Good sack.
All the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Good to get back there, guys.
Protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Here comes a return, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll throw with Daniels.
Boom.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
You're not running nobody no more, Johnson.
Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Daniels gonna throw again. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. A big play there for Washington. 31 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think
catch a big guy.
Things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, But then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Williams in motion. From the pistol, here's Bigsby. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On second down, it's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Open man is Johnson. He's got him.
I'm taking my 14 inches. God damn it.
Quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on fourth and short, this coach has a decision to make.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll run the sneak. And it's going to be a Commander's first down as he pushes forward for a couple on fourth.
Making it 14 inches. Good job, big guy.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
Let's take our field goal. We only take our fourth and four. Save it for later.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Austin now to return this. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35.
Guy dropped a touchdown pass.
The visitors' offense ready to take
Oh, big guy, you caught a big pass, boy. You couldn't finish the job.
The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10.
This guy got dislocated his shoulder. God damn it. I ain't paying for you to come back, man. I was just going to draft me somebody. You stay hurt.
Starting this drive on the ground. Here comes Charbonnet. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
We'll try again here. Second and 10. throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Come on, Clark.
Throwing now from the gun.
Good sack.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants sending out their puncher. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Commanders
Block one more block. He faked that first dude out.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time. They've dominated the proceedings here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Bigsby. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. Third down, they go with Bigsby. That's going to be pretty
Really cut back.
Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
They'll run the toss with Bigsby. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. Oh, that may be
Oh, come on, Johnson. What are you doing? You can't beat that guy off the ball.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little.
What are you doing, Johnson? You want the ball, but you want to play stupid. Oh, come on, guy.
Their way back out to the field for their next possession.
That was just stupid. You done, man.
Back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10.
Begging for the ball, then you don't do shit with it.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early.
You're a cornerback. What are you doing offside? Oh, this game's starting to cheat now.
Still 1st down.
They're going to make sure they score now, I guess. Wow.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. ground. Here's Tracy. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Slayton is the man in motion. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage.
Clark.
A gain of 11 on that.
Where were you at, Weaver? I put you there.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Slayton is the man in motion. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
What the hell was that, guys?
The Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
And this is what the offense
He just
needed.
sit there and
Now,
froze.
after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Over the top. He's got it.
You didn't turn around and pick that off. You're right there.
Washington. Touchdown, Giants. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now.
Turn around. What are you
Touchdown
doing, guy?
Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's a big moment for Big Blue. The Giants are going to go for 2. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
That dumb interception. Come on, Johnson. You did not run that route at all worth of shit. How you didn't get in front of that guy? You got 99 speed.
Lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Commanders' offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
What kind of blocking was that, guys?
They were all over that play. You almost wonder, Mike,
hey, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If you ain't a fan, please subscribe and speculate. Come on, guys. We gotta beat these dudes with the Commanders.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. And that's going to be...
Come on, guys. That's a terrible throw.
The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk
that was terrible, guys.
In the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
The Giants offense ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
He'll get it.
He held on to that. Come on, Weaver.
About 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Guys, what are we doing?
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties.
Guys, we're not stopping them.
Have to process with the ball in his hand. Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space.
Picked off! Ooh, come on.
Up until that incompletion, they
Branham, good try.
on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Come on, guys.
Bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pass pulled in by Tracy.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
to the air one more time. He's got his man. That's Slayton.
Guys, where y'all at? I got y'all up close.
First down, and they are going to set up from the 7-yard line. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. And when it comes down to this moment in the game,
God damn it, bullshit.
Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York.
You're not come pick that off. Weaver. Oh, then you don't even tackle him. Oh, this.
On comes Patterson for the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Giants have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Trailed by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
this is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. To throw is Daniels. He'll let one go down the middle.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come up now for 2nd down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. A throw left side.
God damn it.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long. On play action, Daniels. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
These cheating
Set to
motherfuckers.
go now on 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
It's cheating shit. And now the motherfuckers ain't hurt. Broken showed everything else, but they returned back. I ain't have my roster right. Make sure it's shit right for next week. How come you not up here and they got a tight end up here? This dude wasn't even playing. Oh, come on, guys. Hey, how you doing? If you're not a member, please subscribe and strike a like. Thank you, buddy.